Hello, Aries. Happy New Year and welcome to your monthly reading for January 2023. I am so excited for you, Aries. Aries, actually, this is going to be an amazing month for you. Now, listen, if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I use astrology in my guides to help bring you a lot more clarity, to get very specific with your reading. The reason I do this, Aries, is because I love you. I want you to feel like this is a personal reading rather than a general spread. Now, the other thing is astrology and tarot. They've gone hand in hand for centuries. In fact, astrology came first. That's why every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet. I mean, we go really deep when the astrology's involved. And for you, Aries, oof. January, you're gonna love it. Okay, you're gonna love it. Now, if you saw my year ahead reading for Aries for 2023, you'll know that I said 2023 doesn't actually start until about January 20th, 22nd, okay? Why? Because Mercury's retrograde, Mars is retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, but they're all finally going back into, direct, all right? One by one, week by week. So the first few weeks may feel like not a lot is happening, but the great news is Uranus is really active. There are so many trines. So you could have a lot of breakthroughs. You could hear amazing, unexpected news come through. There's a lot. This is a great month. There are more auspicious alignments that are happening than you would believe. I mean, January is great. And then again, just wait until the end of January when, especially when Mars goes direct. Oh my goodness, boom, 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 boom. Mars is a planet of action, and it's been retrograde since Halloween, so you could have felt a little delays. Even just, there could have been some frustration around that too. But listen, this month, we have this glorious full moon, okay, in your fourth house, all right, your domestic sector. So you're going to have some activity at home, okay, with your actual home, all right? Maybe you're moving, okay? Maybe you're moving in with a partner. The domestic sector is relationships, okay? Family as well. Also, we have this outstanding new moon in Aquarius that is in your 11th house. So that is kicking off this brand new almost like just this new path with your community, your friends, your network, but also the 11th house rules your hopes and dreams. So Aries, let's go ahead and get started with your reading for January 2023. The last thing I'm going to say is that as I do with all my monthly readings, stay tuned to the end. There's a lot happening in January. So what I do is, in addition to the weekly readings that I do, I pull a card a week just to give you an idea of what to expect every week for this month. Again, there's a lot happening. And if you are new to my channel, I leave all the key astrological dates in the description box. If you want to follow along, they're all there. You'll see it is there's some great things happening, especially with all these planets going direct, these really important planets. So Aries, let's go ahead and get started. Listen, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me. Secondly, I don't do reversals. If they do come up, if my guides urge me to talk about the shadow side, I will. I'll talk about it, okay? I get that, the energies that come through with the cards. Lastly, I just want to say again, Happy New Year. I'm very excited for 2023, Aries. Jupiter is in your sign, okay? And what does that mean? Until May. Listen, this is going to be the best year that you've had since 2011, okay? I'm not even joking. It takes Jupiter 12 years, right, to make that boom, boom, boom around. Listen, you may have felt a lot of it spring, summer of last year. There could have been a lot of y'all got new jobs. A lot of y'all started relationships. A lot of y'all moved. A lot of y'all started making more money. But now it's like we're full on because, Jupiter did go retrograde, toward the end of the summer, and then Jupiter went back into Pisces. So it was kind of messy, but now it's just Jupiter in your sign. Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, profit, expansion in your sign. You will have the most luck that you've had in the past 12 years, but you will have the most luck out of all the signs, okay? Out of all the signs, all right? Until May 2023. But then Jupiter goes into your second house of income. So then starting in May, you're going to make the most money you've made. All right. This is in 12 years. I love it. Okay. So let's get started. This is going to be one of the most powerful months for you. All right, Aries. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything here. You see your spread. Okay. You see your spread. I need you to open up. I need you to really just go deep. But listen, you see that it's all court cards and major arcana. Okay, this is going to be a big month for you. All right, guaranteed big month. Let's get started. You got the Page of Pentacles. So as I was saying earlier, some of y'all did start something new. You got a new job, you got a promotion, you got it started your own business, you got in a relationship, you started a side hustle, side gig, whatever it is. It's been working, all right? It's been working. I love this. You got the Page of Pentacles in your past, all right? Now, I love the Page of Pentacles. Very earthbound, right? Page is earth, Pentacles earth, okay? So very, very grounded, practical, especially with all that Capricorn energy. By the way, all that Capricorn energy, by the way, is in your 10th house of career. So a lot of this is going to relate to your career, right? Public achievement, public recognition, success. This is great. I love the way that you're kicking off the new year, all right? And you should be excited too. Now, look where that brings us to the King of Cups, all right? King of Cups in the heart of your spread. So all of January, expect it. You've gone through all your ups and downs at this point in January. You're going to be on top of your emotions. Listen, the King of Cups, he leads with his heart, okay? He's sitting in this throne because he's so loving, all right? So much love for everyone in his kingdom, in his empire, but also, look, I mean, his throne is literally on top of water. Nothing can knock you off that throne, right? Nothing can. Listen, you're good. Emotional stability, like to a whole other level. It's not even just emotional stability. It's like you taking control of your emotions, feeling on top of your emotions, not just your emotions, but having that emotional intelligence moving forward into January. I love this for you. I love this for you. Listen, he is also very intuitive, okay? Very intuitive, very psychic, all right? And I love that. So keep that in mind because you did get the Ace of Swords in your challenge area. Now, swords relating to the mental suit, okay? So, listen, with the Ace of Swords, and aces usher in new change, new opportunity. This is the breakthrough card, the mental breakthrough, all right? Having that moment, all right? The power, it's very powerful in terms of, making decisions, knowing what you have to do, things like that. When it comes up in your challenge area, there could be some indecisiveness. There could be some feeling of feeling that lack of power. Listen, when I say these planets that have been retrograde are falling into place this month, you don't have to worry. You don't have to doubt, okay? Trust in yourself, okay? Trust in yourself. Trust in the process. Trust in the order. You'll be fine, okay? This is all about success and victory here, okay? The Ace of Swords, and it is the most powerful sword, but I just need to remind you, trust yourself. Just really understand that if you are in a place where you feel a little indecisive, or you feel like things are not working out, or you feel like you don't feel like, and like if you feel a little powerless, you will be fine. Let's work on that, okay? Just remember, all these, it's a lot of it is with these delays with all these planets that are retrograde, but they're going direct. And then remember, I said Uranus is very active, trining with a bunch of throughout the month with all these planets. I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. And so Uranus is a planet of surprises, and it's all you will have breakthroughs, you will have good news. So don't have any doubts at this point, okay? Feel that power, okay? Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. You are the King of Cups, all right? So use that, to inspire you, to fuel you. Now, listen, you did get the Hermit in your crown, and I love that you got the Hermit in your crown, okay? This is the guy who, does that soul searching, to think about the future, to really figure out what's going to happen next, all right? You've had a lot of new things enter your life, okay? And things are going in a really good order, okay? Things are, come on, Jupiter is in your sign, okay? So you're going to see things really falling into your favor. Now, because this did come reversed, all I'm just going to say here is, again, don't doubt yourself, okay? And really, remember when I said the King of Cups in the heart of your spread, the most intuitive, the most psychic, tap within. Use that energy, okay? Especially with the Hermit in your crown, okay? Remember, he's made these achievements. A lot of them, he's climbed the top of the mountain, and now he has the lantern to see like what's next, what's going on in my life. But listen, you can only see so far with the lantern line. You can only see like a few feet ahead. How do you see further? It's all within you. All right, it's all here. The light's inside you. You have the King of Cups in the heart of your spread, okay? Don't doubt yourself, okay? And don't be, if you have, maybe some fears about the future, what's to come, you are in good hands. You have no idea. You're in really good hands. Now, you did get the Ace of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Love this, okay? Again, this is your second ace, first of all. Secondly, this is just saying, this is proving that there is this huge new opportunity that you've been wanting, all right? It's almost like, what is the word? Ascension, okay? So for a lot of Aries, that can be in your physical world, that can be in your career, okay? For a lot of other Aries, it could be spiritually, right? And spiritually is a strong word, so just think that alignment of like mind, body, spirit, all right? Really, really being in touch with like, your intuition, but you're just, your soul, right? Remember, King of Cups, the Hermit in your crown. Listen, Ace of Pentacles in the root of your spread. This is the biggest pentacle in tarot, all right? So the biggest, then the hand of spirit offering you this new opportunity, and it's like, it's what you want, all right? You want to start making a lot more money, all right? You're thinking about wealth in the biggest way, all right? Now, you're not here for career. Wealth in all areas of your life, okay? Success in all areas of your life, okay? You're waiting for it, all right? And it's coming. It's coming. Listen, with Jupiter in your sign, you're good, but also with the Justice card in your future, okay? So again, listen, this is all about balance, all right? There's a lot of karmic energy attached to this card, okay? Cause and effect, right? But listen, with the Judge, you can see she is holding the scale, all right? She's holding the scale in one hand, the sword in the other. Now, here's what I want you to do, especially because you did get the Ace of Swords in your challenge area. I want you to use this sword to cut anything you don't need in your life, okay? And use that sword also up here, okay? Use it up here. Anything that's holding you back in your head, just cut it, all right? Cut it. You have a great, January is going to be so great for you. Look at like all the placements of, the planets, but then also look at your spread. Come on. You'll be so emotionally stable this month. A lot of y'all, there's a lot of relationship energy coming through too. If y'all have entered a new relationship, the sex is going to be great. There could be talks about moving in together. There could be talks about taking your relationship to the next level. Hey, there could even be talks about getting hitched if you've been in a relationship for a while. There's a lot of that coming through, and I love that for you. But listen, this is a very significant, again, I'm just going to point it out, all court cards and major arcanas, okay, in your main spread. That's a big deal, all right, Aries? That's a big deal. This is going to be a big month for you. I just need you to take that power. Knowledge is power, but use it to empower yourself, okay? To cut anything that you don't need in your life, okay? You will be fine. Now, let's get to your stuff. Aries. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. I love comments. New year, new emojis. I love emojis so much. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me every month. I love you, and you're amazing. You really make my day. So, and again, stay tuned to the end where I will pull a card a week to break down each week to give you an idea of what to expect each week. All right, now let's get started. 10 of Wands, okay? Clear as day. Listen, you've really put in the work. You've really put in the effort to the point where, you probably had some friends or family members that needed to just pull you aside, like, do you need help? I honestly, I feel like you're on the verge of burnout. Like, you've been working so hard, okay? And I'm not surprised, Aries, you're a cardinal sign. You kick off the zodiac. Listen, you're leaders, all right? You're so fiery, okay? And so there is a point of, just this exhaustion that I'm getting, just like, okay, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Again, I just remember the new, like, 2023 doesn't even, it really doesn't start until January 20th, 22nd, okay? The first few weeks, though, however, you may find little breakthroughs here, and also good news, but also with the 10 of Wands. 10 is the end of the cycle, okay? So all this hard work is coming to an end, okay? And you are going to be moving forward because you did get the 6 of Swords, okay? In your external factors area, there's going to be a moment. Listen, the 6 of Swords, this is, where's Mercury? This is Mercury in Aquarius, by the way. We are entering Aquarius season. Mercury's not going to enter Aquarius until next month, but still, listen, this means you're just 2 steps ahead, okay? This is, you see my finger on the turbulent waters, okay? And so this is moving forward from all your challenges, all the things that you've been maybe frustrated about, things that have been holding you back, things that have been challenging, things that have been obstacles, finally moving away from it, okay? Moving into a better, what I call the promised land. Look how crystal clear that water is, okay? Now, the one thing that I want you to do, okay, is if there's again up here, especially with the Ace of Swords in your challenge area, and this is a Swords card, okay? Remember the mental suit. Now, if there's something that you need to remember, also the Justice in your future, use that sword, cut everything that you don't need, okay? Anything that's taking up space that doesn't need to be taking up space up here, all right? Let's cut it. Let's cut it. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's a new beginning. Jupiter's in your sign. You're going to have an amazing year. Cut the things you don't need. Leave them back, all right? Think about the resolutions you made. Let's just focus on that. The things you do not want to bring into 2023, okay? Because here's the thing. It's okay to bring the swords with you. It's okay to have the swords in the boat as they do, as long as you learn from it, as long as you grow from it, as long as it makes you, like I said, makes you feel more empowered, okay? Makes you feel liberated, makes you feel that you're moving forward in the best way possible. And these swords are just a reminder not to fall into certain habits or patterns or things that, may have rocked you off your throne, okay? And so that's the only thing, all right, that I want you to know. You're going to be moving forward from all these challenges, and there's going to be, there could be some people that are with you on your side, okay? Especially as we enter Aquarius season, okay? And remember that new moon in Aquarius in your 11th house, a lot of friendship activity there, a lot of just people within your network, all right? I'm getting like a really good feeling also because this is in your external factors area. Now, you did get the 5 of Wands, all right? So I wouldn't even worry about this card too much. It really is just saying like there's a point where 2 things that are coming up. One, it's I feel like Aries have been in a place where it's been very competitive, okay? Whether you've been looking for a new job or there's been stuff going on with the family or even with your partner, there's been some, competition, right? And it's mostly like, a lot of it is just like egos at play, all right? There's been a little bit of that, and I'm not saying that you have a big ego. I'm saying, we all have egos, right? But what I want you to know is that you can see in this card, sure, it's a conflict card, but it's kids. Look, they're kids swinging their wands in the air. What does that mean? Not even worth your time. All these this competitive nature or flair, just having even little bickering arguments, whatever, not worth your time. But then also think about the word competition anyway. It comes from the Latin word competere, and it translates as coming together. All right, so someone's got to be that person to stand up and say, listen, let's just come on, let's cool it. Leave our egos at the door. We've got this. Let's just listen to each other. That's the message that's coming through, okay? And so it's actually coming up in a part of your spread where it's just like you don't want that anymore, okay? So remember, there's a lot of you. The main thing is being emotionally stable enough to not even, I mean, water off a duck's back, right? Is that the right phrase? Okay, I think it is. Anyway, Aries, look, your final outcome, you got the Two of Swords, okay? Now, listen, here's the thing. In January, you are going to have some decisions, okay? You are going to have some decisions that come up, and there's going to be some things that you may not want to face, right? You can see she's blindfolded. Earlier in the reading, I have said your main thing is to just go inside. You have the King of Cups in the heart of your spread, okay, and that is just a lot of love there. That's having that emotional stability. But with the Hermit in your crown, with the Ace of Swords in your challenge area, okay, even if you want to consider the Hermit like reversed or whatever, it's still just saying go inside. Trust your intuition. You see the sliver of the moon there, okay? Go within, all right? Go within. And don't be afraid. I've been saying from the beginning that energy has been coming through, that there's a little bit of fear for a lot of Aries about moving forward into the unknown. There's a lot of new things that have happened for Aries, okay? A lot of new things. So it's a big message. Just, as long as you trust yourself, as long as you trust your intuition, you'll be fine. It's easier to make decisions when you trust yourself, okay? And this is possibly like a big decision for you, okay? I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of water in this card. Now, listen, fact. What is the fact? I read that we make about 36,000 decisions a day. Isn't that crazy? There's been all these reports coming out, 36,000 decisions. Now, this is a decision, again, that will be pretty important, all right? And I am getting the message some Aries already know what it is, okay? It could be something as big as, do I leave this job that I've been with for 5 years and I'm comfortable with, or do I start something new, okay? Am I in the relationship? The relationship that I'm in, is it, time to, say the L word? Stuff like that. Something getting a little bit more, a bigger decision rather than, should I take a left or right at this street corner? Do you know what I mean? Like, do I wear pink socks or red socks today? No, this is going to be a big decision. Now, Aries, as I promised, I'm going to pull a card a week to give you an idea of what to expect every week this month, all right? So the first week of January 2023, we have, not only is Venus going into Aquarius, hey, listen, full moon in Cancer, and that's a beautiful one. And that's, listen, that's the sun is trining Uranus the day before. So there could be a lot of surprises the first week, okay, of January. There could be some unexpected news that you hear, okay, but they're all good. They're all good. These are great planetary aspects. So the first week of January, you got the Two of Wands, okay? You can see him standing at the highest point of the castle, right? He has a great view, all right? He has a globe in his hand. This is not only great view, great perspective. You have a great vision, all right? So this is all about planning. I love that. Keep at it. Keep planning, all right? Remember, all those planets that are retrograde, they're going to start going direct, and things are just going to go boom, 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 light speed, all right? Just wait until, it's around January 20th when all of them are direct. But the first week isn't that? No. Okay, so now we're to the second week when Mars actually does go direct, okay? So that's big. Mars, your ruling planet, Aries, your ruling planet is finally going direct, okay? So we love that. And, it is in the third house, okay? Because Mars is in Gemini. That's your third house of communication. There could have also been some things, involving your siblings, by the way, if you have siblings. And you'll see some activity around there. But, the second week of January, there's some great things. I love that Venus is trining Mars. Venus and Mars and Venus. Come on. Super sexy day. That's on the 9th. Listen, if you're single, you better get yourself out there. Let's go ahead and see what we've got for you for the second week. Boom. Of January. You got the Chariot, okay? This is amazing because this is ruled by Cancer, okay? This is ruled by Cancer. And remember, we we're coming out of that full moon in Cancer that was on January 6th, all right? So that was a very powerful full moon, all right? And so this is amazing. That's in your fourth house. Remember, fourth house, your home, okay? Relationships, family, domestic sector. But this is just, finding that the willpower and the strength and the determination just to just charge forward, all right? Charging forward. Mars going direct. That's MF charging forward AF. All right, especially with a chariot here, okay? Now, here's the other cool news about this, all right? You see that there's two sphinxes, all right, going opposite directions. Doesn't matter which way they go. You're in charge. Now, with Mars and Gemini, your ruling planet going direct, all right? That's not only charging forward, but remember, Gemini is a twin, so you could have two opportunities just come up out of nowhere. Remember, Uranus is very active. There's a lot of surprising stuff that could happen. You could get some, surprising news and offers. So be excited. Get excited. Now, the third week, Mercury. All right, Mercury goes direct. I love that. This is week 3 is actually a big week, and I'm excited to do your weekly reading when it comes to that time because we go into Aquarius season, okay, and then we have that new moon in Aquarius, and that is a very high energy new moon, okay, very high energy, and it's very auspicious. So with that said, third week of okay. This is the time. You got the 8 of Swords. So, look, remember, you got the Ace of Swords in your challenge area, all right? You have the 2 of Swords in your final outcome. Now, third week, all right? This is the time to get everything, like I said, with the Justice card in your future. Time to get everything that you don't need out. New moon in Aquarius, new beginnings, okay? That's your 11th house of your hopes and dreams, okay? So, at this point, if you feel still a little stuck, we call this like the self-victim card, right? So there's someone who's doesn't want to face some truth. You already got the blindfolded woman here, so there's a lot of you. And then the Ace of Swords in your challenge area. A lot of Aries who are, there's that fear, all right? Fear of accepting some truth that have maybe come to light. Fear accepting some, of looking into seeing what's next in the future. Remember, the Hermit did come reverse. I don't do reversals, but it's all it's saying is just do that soul searching so you can trust yourself, okay? Now, with the 8 of Swords, all right, you see that she's surrounded by swords. She's blindfolded. She's bound. She put herself there, all right? She put herself there. She thinks she's protecting herself, okay? She thinks she's protecting herself. No, she built a prison, okay? She built a prisoner of her thoughts, all right? So that is the third week. That's going to be the week with all that activity, with, Mars having gone direct, your ruling planet having gone direct, Mercury going direct. The energy is that things are going to be happening so fast, basically, for you, all right? Even for an Aries, things may be happening so fast because Mercury going direct is only a few days before we enter Aquarius season and we have that new moon. So there's a lot of strong activity, all right? So I don't want you to feel that, again, I want you to feel empowered, not powerless, all right? All the knowledge you have up here. Let's, what is the word? Let's eliminate any thoughts of doubt or uncertainty about the future or where you are now. This is the time because, hey, take a look. Even though she's bound and blindfolded, you can see her feet are free. You can get out of this, Aries. You can get out of this. So there may be a point where you're just like, zoop, it's too much, overwhelming my mind, so much going on, and it causes you to feel a little bit, like, right? No, remember, you have a lot of power. Remember, you're an Aries, okay? Remember, you're an Aries, and you have Jupiter in your sign, okay? The planet of good luck, good fortune. Do not forget that, all right? Also, remember, it is going to be a really good time to just communicate and be communicative, all right? If there's one big takeaway, or especially with your ruling planet in Gemini, just going forward, right? And then also with the Ace of Swords in your challenge area, let's be communicative. Let's not shut ourselves in, especially also as we move into Aquarius season, Aries, okay? Because that is remember, your social network, all right? And you'll find a lot of comfort in that. So the last week of January, Uranus goes direct, and that is going to be on the 22nd. So at this point, finally, those three planets are finally direct, no longer retrograde. This is when 2023 officially starts, for me at least, all right? And so also mark the 24th, okay? Mark January 24th in your calendar, because that is the sun sextiling Jupiter. That is the best day of the month, all right? But there are so many lovely days the last week of January, okay? I love the fact that the sun is trining Mars. That is just an amazing day, especially because Mars is your ruling planet. So let's see what's in store for you for the last week of there you go, last week of January. You see that, right? So this is progress, all right? I love this. This is coming. Remember, you got the Eight of Swords, okay? Now we've come to the Ten of Swords, the last week of January, okay? This is when you are at a point where you feel completely like, what the heck is going on? A lot of stress, a lot of burden, maybe even burnout. You could feel like a sense of betrayal. You could feel some loss. You could feel like you can't go on anymore. Nothing's going your way. Here's the good news, okay? Those dark clouds are actually clearing to let the sun through. 10 is the end of the cycle. So we started a new beginning. So this experience, you never have to experience again. Remember, the swords are the mental suit, okay? Remember that. And you pulled a lot of swords, remember, okay? So there's going to be a lot going on with in your mind, all right? There's going to be a lot going on up here, all right? But remember what I said, knowledge is power, and I want you to feel empowered, all right? And it looks like you will, because look at his hand, by the way. It is in the hand gesture of the Hierophant, okay? That deep sacred knowledge and wisdom. This is almost like rebirth energy. And I know it looks like a grim card, but this is, listen, first of all, we're human beings, right? We go through these emotional moments. We go through these moments where, we're in this headspace where there's a lot going on. I mean, that's a reason why we weren't built as robots, all right? We were meant to feel, and we were meant to go through challenges, whether they were personal challenges, whether they're circumstantial. That's what life is, all right? That's what life is. And this is, we just have to play the game, because with these challenges, we learn, we grow, we become better people, we become better versions of ourselves, all right? Now, this is saying that you will never have to go through those experiences again. Whatever has been on your mind that has been just taking up that headspace that, really, put you in that mental capacity where you just feel, maybe a little bit of fear, or maybe even like not even trusting yourself at this point, not even trusting the decisions you make, right? Because remember, you got the two blindfolded women here. So it's going to be over the last week, okay? That last week. And I want you to know, I want you to remember that, all right? 10 is the end of the cycle. Think of the swords aligning as chakras. Remember, the dark clouds, even though they're here in the card, in the card, they're actually clearing, okay? For the sun to come through. So this is almost like when I say 2023 doesn't start until January 20th, 2022, it looks like for you, in a mental capacity, being in that headspace and just being ready to go, it will be closer to the end of January, okay? But again, look at your spread. I wouldn't even, you have a lot of great things going on for you. The King of Cups, okay? Just remember, tap within, go into your intuitive side. I want you to trust yourself. I want you to feel empowered. You listen, come on. You got the justice in your future. You are going to have to make some decisions, big decisions this month, but you're moving forward. I mean, you got the Chariot in your second week. You got the Six of Swords. You got these cards of moving forward. And then finally, You know, your last week, you got the Ten of Swords, which is indicating the end of this cycle up here, okay? So all of your fears that you have, if you have any doubts that you have, any of that, they're going to end. All right, Aries? Listen, Aries, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're, again, new to my channel, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love emojis. And if you're a subscriber, you know I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.